Sure have. Things were...
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that...
Oh, yeah! Mama told us that was coming up soon. Wait, why do you mention it, though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it, too? Paimon thought it was just for moon goddess worshippers.
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not consider... The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms, and they would also prepare food and handy...
Oh, sounds like fun! Great! When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where... We didn't get to follow up on it at the time. Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for. By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching. Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go. What's wrong? She looks super... Huh? Paimon gets why... Oh, that's true. And now that you mention... It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be... True. Paimon would much rather... Maybe it's the pressure of being a... But then... That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their What? Relax! She's not even here!
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? She's sitting up!
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So...
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain into that, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the...
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little—
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll—
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach, but I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of—
In the blink of an eye, the time has...
It does feel that way, doesn't it? I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, yet just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm.
Oh.
Yes, you are a traveler, so you must have a—
Then, what I would...
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. That—
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You—
I'm just kidding.
a joke. Albeit not a Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's some...
Oh. Then, do you still want to give me your hand?
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
I've never joined a moon prayer night before.
Oh, don't worry about that! We take care of everything. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong.
But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, he does.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is, there is no need.
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along.
And also, I do not know.
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
Not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there! When did you become so sneaky? prayer night's nearly here! Don't go feeding all the candy to the animal! Hey, Llama! It's us! Huh? Varka? What are you
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night and...
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night.
Right, yeah.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into...
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious...
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this. Even the Frost Moon Scion.
That's fair. It's a bit like the Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival that...
Wait, so... You mean...
Then I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on...
Oh, yeah! It's kind of a complicated process, but...
I understand. In truth, well... If Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly! She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle it.
Huh? Are you saying...
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a you can't go preparing for a fest.
The Mostetter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows?
Hey! Did you catch that?
And I have a feeling.
Not quite.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city. But lastly, there's the fine...
Before you leave, let me also,
What's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so.
Maybe it's in an...
Luanatar!
Yeah. She looks more
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the... What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the...
Everyone seems hard at work.
They are preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. Not to worry, though. All the...
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have...
You bet! Sweet!
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Sun.
There will also be verdant crests like this. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature of this particular festival. Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scion. She did not answer. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. Ah, I see. But my wish... I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention. But what really pains...
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart... Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? Oh.
I see your point.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories.
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to...
Sure thing, let's go. Bye for now, Wilma.
Thank you all.
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with Flints! Look at...
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the...
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Why does everyone keep saying...
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I...
Half right. Don't
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Noshatown. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like...
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Nodcry before, but I don't know...
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moonprayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the...
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow.
Yeah, that trip.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in...
Right? Whatever's happening in Nodcry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and the odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, but this time, Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if...
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other. In addition, they claim to be from hyper...
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. Which, in this case, hopefully...
So calculating.
Sounds to me like we could split...
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to
Agreed.
For my part,
This is certainly a rare
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along. Ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. And Yehoda loves a party. So
No.
way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's... So many people. All right. This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was... like a spaceship? That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow. Huh? You already know about it? I thought... wait. Back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What's it like on the inside? Was it like... Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best. Wow. Really?
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but...
Fair enough.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too. What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
what do you know? Yehuda was right on the money. This Phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists.
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparation.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period.
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human. The most we've been able to deduce is that these...
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do.
Allow me to lend you a hand. Everyone, our friend here should be able to...
Is that...
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals.
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild... We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, Let's give them a moment.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit. Enough for them to feast for. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the...
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit...
Good point.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks. But the sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this.
Yes. Still, we are grateful for all your efforts.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on.
Those illusions and the...
Nah. What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back...
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, they...
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune.
Huh?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make...
We should go with...
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it.
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our...
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive...
It makes sense. History is set in stone.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier.
Of course I was. Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself...
Huh. Every now and then.
I wonder how the others are doing.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on...
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as...
You're very welcome to join.
Isn't that technically blast...
Oh, no! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing...
But we have to at least
And try you have.
I wasn't...
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th, if we're only counting. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
May I...
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nodcry was dealt a...
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing...
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it,
Yes.
I still have a couple of other questions. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck... And also, how... From everything I know about you, you're not cold or... Wait. So, you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Now, at the risk of offending you, your curiosity toward the Abyss, is it born from hatred or I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerear's body in my land, and I hear its power growling from somewhere within.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the... Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. My doubts remain Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the
I certainly got the sense from your 30... It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth.
Absolutely. In that sense...
Then I wish you every Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back.
Incredibly.
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother... And all this stuff about moons and...
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only shows there isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are.
Paimon agrees! And not just because it's the.
You look disappointed, Nefer.
What do you think? We all worked our tails.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean.
Oh, duh!
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frost Moon. The alternative is to let Nefer. You're wise enough to know that.
Well, that goes without saying.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free?
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should
You mean a...
Can't go wrong with food. Although...
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice.
It could prove difficult.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find...
Wait, what the...
Great! Haha, problem solved.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. But it's okay. This is...
Well, don't put...
Come on!
Huh? She's not here. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time, too? Where did they all go? Walkies? Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a... There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway. How strange, right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside, especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention. What about Luonatar? Luonatar? Hey! Do you... Sorry, didn't understand, but... Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh! They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening. Wilma!
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flower. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weak.
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if any... Come on. Let's go to Nasha Town.
Makes sense. human. Is it just Paimon, or is this still...
No,
Whoa!
not sure. But it's
No, not that.
the sniffer mole?
That's the final boss?
Okay, the jig. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
What?
I've heard that all the big shots in Tevat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious, so that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice! It's really...
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think?
You look like...
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes... Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend?
Kind of.
I see. Madam Mage, that was,
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too. That's right. She's a good person.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we...
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moons.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we...
Fair enough. Well...
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nodcry?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time and what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed. Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with it?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me?
No, it's just... You seem like a busy lady. And this is...
You're quite right. I'm here in Nodcry because something big happened. Something big enough it concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for. Kind of. Why don't we discuss this? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. Namely, I'll skip over the complicated parts. But to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real... And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
No wonder they...
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power...
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border, the trilunar syzygy.
A trilunar?
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly it! The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. But, fast-forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Nodcry. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame. And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders. because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny...
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember. Yes, of course. That was the story. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of...
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere.
My body is so... Wait, no. It's my mind that's What's happening to me? I feel drowsy. Are you out for a walk too? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that... But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. Death is near. Will I return to the moon after I disappear? I don't want it to... So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
I want to watch them a little longer.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast!
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
Alright, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if...
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Teyvat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the moon marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration—
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess, too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection? But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Teyvat's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till moon prayer night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varga.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Columbina?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and...
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Ah, not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexen Circle, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, "Hey, are you Nicole?"
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be this young lady, then?
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm.
If we got the wrong... Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is...
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is... No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each, but I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this
is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions? Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But... Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry, embarrassing. When?
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept.
All right! Paimon remembers her!
Yes. Well,
I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the 3 moons retreated to... The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order. Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all 3 had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it was then that they realized the 3 moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to... Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
Alright, let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as... Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha 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 ha, what did I tell you? Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clue.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually...
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Tibet. In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. And there's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a look through. Almost all these records.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frostmoon Scions worshipped. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken. That being said, I...
Changes?
Seems like...
Sure.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea. Yeah, right. That doesn't even... The 3 moons are not but lies through and through.
The vast majority of ancient texts are... Kutar did not clearly, whoever...
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let pipe... The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield... Kutar was passing by.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to... The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic. Yet, no further Huh. Any thought? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform. But now that I think about it, it does seem...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things different.
Yes.
Oh.
And now, I can make it...
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barkus said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Centroni, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing.